Talk about AI is absolutely everywhere right now, and there's been a lot of concern lately about what this might mean for analysts in industries like consulting, investment banking, and even commercial real estate. And this hype has been even more magnified by the dozens of YouTube videos released over the last few months of Claude and other AI tools building entire financial models in Excel at the same time that the CEOs of major AI companies are claiming that AI could replace entire subsets of white-collar workers in just the next 6 to 12 months. And while I don't claim to be an AI expert or know for sure what might happen 5 to 10 years from now, in this video, I want to share what I'm actually seeing today in the context of commercial real estate and what I would focus on specifically if I were trying to break into this industry in 2026. So I want to start this video off with the results of what I think was a really interesting test done by Wall Street Prep, which is one of the most well-known and trusted Excel and financial modeling training platforms out there for investment banking firms. And Wall Street Prep tested 4 different AI financial modeling tools, specifically Shortcut AI, Claude, ChatGPT, and Copilot, by asking each of these to build a 3-statement financial model, which is the same task they give to their analyst trainees that are going on to work at top investment banks. And while there were a lot of interesting insights from this test that are worth reading through if you have the time, the main takeaway from this was that based on the same metrics that Wall Street Prep grades their analysts on, all of these models performed worse on this task than what they referred to as low-level analysts. Now, if you've spent any time working with these tools on complex financial modeling tasks, this probably isn't all that surprising to you. And while a lot of the outputs these tools can create can look really impressive at first glance, when you actually dig into these, the numbers and the formulas themselves in these models can leave a lot to be desired. As of today, AI models still can't fully understand context. They hallucinate and make up data, and they'll tell you they fixed problems that aren't anywhere close to being solved. And while this might be acceptable for tech firms that are okay with breaking things for the sake of releasing products as fast as possible, this just isn't acceptable in commercial real estate, especially with the amount of capital that's at stake on every single deal. Real estate investment and development firms will almost always partner with pension funds, private equity firms, family offices, and sovereign wealth funds to capitalize their project, with many of these requiring tens of millions, hundreds of millions, or even billions of dollars to fund. And when you're investing this amount of money in an asset class that's intended to be relatively low risk without a lot of volatility, there are very few commercial real estate firms right now that are willing to blindly trust AI-generated analytical work without an actual human in place to error check their models. Some of the biggest tech companies in the world have already made major mistakes with this on a really large scale, with Amazon's core cost calculator going down for 13 hours earlier this month when their own internal AI coding tool decided to delete and then remake an entire system. And in commercial real estate, if you're letting autonomous agents directly impact investment decisions, investor communications, or even sensitive financial information, there are huge risks to consider, not only when it comes to regulation and compliance, but also investor trust. I would also say that while there are almost an unlimited number of products and services a big tech firm can create, commercial real estate operates in the physical world, and there's a legitimate ceiling to how many opportunities are actually out there at any given time. For the vast majority of real estate investment and development firms that focus on only 1 or 2 specific property types in only a small handful of geographic markets, there isn't an infinite number of properties for sale that would fit an investor's buy box. And even if you're focusing on off-market deals specifically, you won't have enough publicly available financial information to actually underwrite hundreds of properties per day, regardless of the capabilities of any AI tool. So while all of this talk in the media could understandably scare you a lot if you're in college or graduate school right now and trying to break into this business, I don't personally think that you're inevitably doomed or that the main skills you'll need to learn to land a job in this industry are any different than they were just a year ago. In fact, based on current job postings on selectleaders.com, which is the most prominent commercial real estate job board out there, a strong proficiency in Excel, financial modeling, and Argus are still the most commonly cited requirements for virtually all available roles, all the way from the analyst through the manager level, and the vast majority of these postings don't even mention AI at all. Now, I'm not personally anti-AI, and I do genuinely think there are really useful applications for these tools already, but I don't think these are going to entirely replace analysts anytime soon. Instead, I think these tools will just continue to speed up the workflows of real estate professionals by automating tasks that are tedious or repetitive, which will in turn allow these people to focus on things that can actually move the needle for their companies and their own careers. Today, AI tools can already be great resources to help with things like formula changes, sorting and analyzing rent rolls and T12 financials, or finding and analyzing rent and sale comps using publicly available information. AI can also help a lot with things like writing market overviews or detailed deal summaries in an OM or a pitch deck that could otherwise take hours to dial in on your own. And when things like these are both faster and easier to do, this creates a lot more breathing room for analysts and associates to get more involved with things they very likely got into this industry for in the first place, like deal sourcing, capital raising, asset management, and even investor relations. When I first started out in commercial real estate, analysts would typically spend virtually all of their time populating or building financial models, analyzing commercial leases, and combing through historical revenue and expense data, with almost all of your time on a day-to-day basis being spent in front of a screen. But today, if you can leverage AI to do all or even some of these tasks more efficiently, you can spend more of your time building relationships with brokers and property owners, conducting your own market research, or even touring potential investment opportunities that you might be underwriting. The key thing that I really want you to take away from this video is that you are not inevitably doomed if you're trying to break into commercial real estate right now. And while the job market is tighter today than it was 5 years ago, this has a lot more to do with struggling property operations and a lack of transaction volume than artificial intelligence making analysts unnecessary. And even though AI is making all the headlines right now, what's still incredibly clear to me based on current job postings, conversations I've had with hiring managers, and Excel modeling interview exams that break into CRE Academy members are still being given today in 2026 is that having a core understanding of Excel and real estate financial modeling is just as important as ever to break into this business. And if you are looking to land a job in commercial real estate right now, and you want to make sure you have the technical skills you'll need to land interviews and tackle an Excel modeling case study that might be given to you during the interview process at top commercial real estate firms, make sure to check out our all-in-one membership training platform, Breaking to CRE Academy. A membership to the Academy will give you instant access to over 120 hours of video training on real estate financial modeling and analysis. You'll get access to hundreds of practice Excel interview exam questions, sample acquisition case studies, and you'll also get access to the Breaking to CRE Analyst Certification exam, which covers topics like real estate acquisition and development modeling, commercial real estate lease modeling, equity waterfall modeling, and many other real estate financial analysis concepts that will help you prove to employers that you have what it takes to tackle the responsibilities of an analyst or associate at a top real estate firm. And if you like this video and want to see more content on the channel on AI applications in commercial real estate specifically, make sure to hit the like button and let me know. And let me know in the comments how you see AI changing this industry throughout the rest of this year. As always, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you found this helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to see more videos like this every single week, and I'll see you in the next video.